Hey everyone, welcome back. So today we're going to be looking at two different shooting styles. So the first one, aimed shooting or conventional shooting, and the second one we're going to be looking at is instinctive or intuitive shooting. So they're both very different. Let me show you what they look like. So the first one I'm going to show you is aimed or conventional shooting. So that will look something along the lines of this. You're going to have a fixed point, fixed anchor point, going to draw, and then I'm going to hold it and use the frame as a point of reference to aim. So something like that, all right? And most of the times in competition shooting, this is what people would use. The second kind of shooting is called instinctive or intuitive shooting, and that's a little bit different. So a lot of people still use a fixed point, maybe your corner of your mouth, your nose, your ear. They still use a fixed point, some do not. However, you're not using a reference point off of your slingshot to aim at the target. So you're basically shooting off of muscle memory and your hand-eye coordination. So let me show you what that looks like. You'll see it's also a much quicker way of shooting than the conventional method, because you're not needing to get that reference point that you're using to aim. Alright, so something along those lines. So here's the question. When do you use which technique? And I'm going to be the first one to tell you that when you are trying to get good at instinctive or intuitive shooting, it is a proper journey. It is not easy, and it's going to take a lot of practice. The reason for that is nothing is fixed except for your reference or your anchor point, but everything else is kind of hand-eye coordination. That's about it. So the reason that it's so difficult is because you need to really practice it a lot. So the way that I like to explain it, it's kind of like when you're throwing a ball or a rock. So I'm actually right-handed, so let me come this side. So if I wanted to throw that tree with the ball, what I would normally do is this front hand will be pointing and then I'll be throwing. Now with a slingshot, it's basically the same thing. So this backhand is going to be here at your reference point, and your front hand is going to point at your target. When you feel ready, you're going to release. And that's basically intuitive or instinctive shooting. So you're not using any point of reference with which to aim. So most guys that's doing target work will usually use aim or conventional style shooting, whereas if you want to hit something that's maybe flying past in the air, it would be much better off to use instinctive or intuitive shooting. So just thought I'd share this with you guys. So next time, happy shooting, see you around.